Everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things, back with another video. I just got my Van Ness order, and I thought it would be fun to kind of unbox that with you. I did go ahead and open it, and I did just scratch out my address on a few things, so I'll go from there. I have got to say that I really appreciate this company. They give you an option to sign up, I guess, sort of like, I don't know if it's really would be called a membership, but you get on like their mailing list or whatever. You sign up, and then they give you discounts as you make purchases. So I finally got to following through with that and doing that. And that's cool. And they are so quick. They just fulfill your order right away. They get their job done, and it's awesome. So thank you, Van Ness Pens, for doing an awesome job. So I just wanted to see when I actually place this order. See, and they always have a nice little note. Isn't that cute? Take it over here in case there's something. Trying to check when I actually... Okay, so November 9th is what they have on here. And it's the 12th, super quick. Anyway, I don't know if that's when they started doing that or when they got it. And then look, I got a pen, a sticker with my pen order. So I decided to go ahead and get, set that aside for now, the, I'm trying to remember the name, the Deep Water Blue by Akkerman. Yeah. It looks like this. Right there. Deep Dune Waterblau. Something about dunes there I remember reading where this is made, and the blue deep water. So I think that's really cool. I've not ordered any of their inks before in a full-size bottle, so this is a new experience for me. 1910. And my eyes, even with glasses, are not letting me read that real well. So the Netherlands, very cool. And The Hague, nice. I love it. And this has the unusual bottle. So the funny thing will be, can I get it out? And I can. And it's nice and cold. Ooh, it's cold here today. And it just arrived in the mail, so I ran out there not knowing if I would have a package or not, but here it was. So I should put on gloves, and I should try to ink up this pen while we're doing this together. This is the Kaweco I bought for my husband, I think for his birthday in August, or it was Father's Day. I don't remember, but he has just the little cartridge, or yeah, the cartridge, and it's run out of ink. And I could refill that with my syringe, which is kind of fun to do. But I thought he might like trying this Deep Water Blue. And I thought he could, since he's so nice to me, I would let him borrow one of my converters. And I will just fill the converter, which will avoid getting this messed up with that. So here's the little thing. And as I learned from Gadget Stop 123, Kathy there, these cartridges have these little like bead things, like ball bearings in them to keep the ink mixed up. I think that's kind of cool. And I just threw one of these away the other day. Forgot about that little thingy in there. So let me go find the converter, and I'll be right back. Okay, just for the fun of seeing my nice little pen case, I thought I would kind of do this together. This is one of the Galen Leather 10 pen cases, if you're not familiar with those. This is the one I'm using right now to store the pens that I'm not currently using. So I don't want him to use the double broad. He won't like that. Oh wait, it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about nibs. This one has a medium nib, I think, on it. I think that's what it came with. Oops, I don't have one in there. I may need to just fill up the empty cartridge with the syringe. Let me see if there's one in here. Aha, there we go. I tend to like keeping all my pen stuff like in one spot. You know, I just keep like reining it in, herding it in, and I would like to get to the place where, and I've talked about this before, but where pens are more of a everyday thing. Obviously taking care of them because that's the responsible thing to do, and some of them, you know, are a little bit expensive. Not crazily so, but you know, I want to take care of them and know where they are, but I kind of also want them to be so everyday that you do this. So here, use my cartridge. I don't need to keep all my stuff treasured and hidden away. I want to be a little more open with that. So, and just make them more everyday. So it's kind of fun that he is liking this pen and wants to have me refill his ink. I said, oh, I'll teach you how to do that. And he's like, no, I like it that only you know how to do it. So that means I get to do it. So I had, I think, ancient copper in this, and it looks like there's still a bit that I didn't clean out. And I don't know that that would be great to plunge into here if some of it gets mixed up. So back with my syringe. So I am thinking, could I also just open this up and syringe the ink into that? Or do it in both, so he's got one waiting. That's probably the most sensible thing. This was something that I was thinking was really strange about inks before I got into the hobby. Like, my thought was, really, you have to syringe your ink into your pen? It just seems so tedious, but I just love it so much now. I really love the hobby. I love playing with this and finding inks that work nicely. I did want to say about this one, before I get too further distracted, is one of the things it says on the Van Ness website about this ink is that it's good with all kinds of nibs, and that was exactly what I was looking for when I first tried the ink sample. And it has some kind of marbly thing that makes it where it holds the ink, and I guess the idea is it locks it into the top here so that you can use all the ink in the bottle. Eventually you won't have any that you can't get to, and that's what happened with the little sample. I do not have my gloves on, but oops. We're gonna, whoa, got it on the outside. Let's try that again. This is so fun. It's very satisfying, I've got to say. Okay, I could just give him that. I might as well just do that and not do the other one right now. Got way too much ink in there, but that's all right. This is such a pretty blue. It is a nice deep blue, and I was very drawn to it also when, let's see, I forget if I snap that or screw that in. I think it kind of snaps. I was really happy that it worked so well with my Kaweco pens, because at the time when I first tried this ink, so many of my pens were not doing, so many of the inks were not doing well with this style pen. And this is a medium nib, so let me grab my little ink pouch thingy here. Let's see if I have that in all the way. Hopefully I do, and I'll show you the blue if you were not familiar with it. It's just a nice standard blue. It's right there. This is the 54th Massachusetts. It's a mouthful. And here's the Deepwater blue. It's just a nice, I keep saying nice, and that's such a generic word. Doesn't describe a whole lot really. But I like how it looks. It's not real bright. It doesn't have a lot of like features like shading or shimmer, but it's just a pleasant ink color. It's nice to go back and reread. There's the word again, nice. Let's just scribble over here and make sure I have the cartridge in right. So, Akkerman. I always want to put 2 N's on the end, and it only has 1. They call it deep water blue, but in the description it talks about the water near these dunes. And so maybe it should be deep dune water blue, but we'll just keep it with the description. So there's a little writing. I can do what everybody else does and do the little swirly things. It seems like there's a little bit of kind of catch, but maybe it's just filling the nib or getting into the feed or whatever. Seems to be working well. It's really nice. Did anybody count how many times I've said nice? Gosh, I gotta come up with some more adjectives. Very pretty, isn't it? Kind of a classic blue, but a deeper blue than, like a crayon box blue in a way. It's kind of what that makes me think of. Maybe not as bright. Good steady blue. My husband likes writing with the blue cartridges that come with the Kaweco, so I think he will like this. But it'll be interesting to see. He writes on, he just has a little notebook, couple that he does Bible study notes in, and one he does his coffee journal. And he's liked the blue. I let him try my green fine nib today, and he didn't like the green as well. He's, as he would admit and say himself, a creature of habit. So for him, writing with blue is good. And don't tell him, but for Christmas I got him a box of cartridges of the blue black. So hopefully he'll like that. So there's that blue. It's worked super well with my Kaweco pens. I liked it in my blue TWSBI. I do have a couple teal blues already, and I'm trying not to get too repetitive in my ink selections because I don't like stockpiling stuff that I don't use. But I did decide to go ahead and get this. I think it'll last a long time, but sharing also will be great with my husband, and we can both get a lot of good use out of this, which is what makes me happy, is to use the things that I have. So that's all for now. I'll be back soon with a little junk journal update, but we'll keep this unboxing separate. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye.